Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I want to give you guys a discussion / commentary that's been on my mind recently. As many of you guys know, I've slowly been drifting away, I guess, from doing zombies content here on the channel, and that's for many reasons. Number one, zombies just hasn't been as fun for me anymore like it used to be. In short, I've been burnt out, to say the least. And number two, IW Zombies doesn't really hold my interest really at all. Again, just to be clear and not offend anyone here, this is just how I'm feeling and how I've been feeling lately. If you love IW Zombies, that's great. I really hope you continue to have fun with it. But for me, Zombies has sort of lost its spark. And I've gone over this many times on the channel, so you guys surely know by now what I mean by that. But anyway, I wanted to give you guys another Zombies commentary because I haven't done one in a while, and there's something I really wanted to talk about. The thing I really wanted to get into is this idea floating around about a DLC 5 actually happening in Black Ops 3. I know it sounds absolutely insane and I sound like I'm clickbaiting you. I promise I'm not trying to mislead everybody. I just want to have a discussion video, okay? I'm not trying to trick you. I'm gonna make it hopefully as clear as day in the title that I don't know for sure if this is actually happening. But to get into it, a couple of days ago, I saw that John or Mr. Dalek JD posted a video about the apparent findings of something like Ascension textures in the Black Ops 3 files somewhere, which may mean something, maybe nothing, I don't know. But the point is, it got my head spinning about Black Ops 3, about Treyarch, about zombies, about Treyarch zombies, and about the possibilities of the future of zombies content and where things could go from here. And I just want to give my opinion on it. First and foremost, the idea of a DLC 5 has pretty much always been a joke to me, to be honest. I've never ever believed that we would get more than 4 DLCs in Black Ops 3. This has just been something that's been a huge clickbait topic for years, and to be honest, I kind of feel nasty and hypocritical of even mentioning something like that in my title, because I don't want to mislead people and make people put their hopes into something that just has no evidence whatsoever. And that's the big thing, right? We've had people for years constantly spout all this evidence, quote unquote, all these confirmed theories, quote unquote, about a DLC 5, but let's be real, we all knew that no DLC 5 was going to come for Black Ops 3 at the end of Revelations. We all knew Revelations was it. We didn't ever think that there was gonna be a DLC 5 after it, and most people who made videos about it knew this too. DLC 4 was the finale, it just was. We all knew this. However, as of lately, from myself being kind of away from the zombies community for a bit, taking a step away and thinking about zombies critically as a whole, and Call of Duty critically as a whole, I find myself wondering what would happen if something like this became real. Would it be enough to quote unquote save the community? Would it be enough to last us for the next 2 years in terms of us Treyarch guys? These are the questions I've been asking myself because, well, I mean, it's just fun to think about, let's be real. If you look at the Call of Duty series right now, we all know that things just really aren't going so well. However though, during an Activision investor call, Activision said a couple of interesting things recently. First off, they mentioned that for the first time ever, they have a community on 3 different games, BO3, Modern Warfare Remastered, and Infinite Warfare. And interesting enough, they fully expect IW's DLC season to bring in less money than Black Ops 3's. This is notable to me because this means that Activision knows the Black Ops 3 community was stronger and possibly still is stronger to this day over the IW community. The fact that Activision acknowledges this in public could mean something for us in 2017. It might actually mean something. I never thought we'd actually get more content on BO3 once IW came out and released, but I guess looking at things now, I don't think it would be necessarily a bad decision on Activision's part, and I don't think it would be entirely impossible if they asked Treyarch to give us just a little bit something more this year on BO3. It's just one of those things, right? In the past, I would have never believed that a previous Call of Duty game would get DLC or things added onto it while there's a current Call of Duty game that should be the staple right now for Call of Duty, right? Like you have a game like Infinite Warfare, that should be the game that's being updated constantly, being patched, getting DLCs, getting new content, and just getting new things. And we've never had this happen before, I don't think, in Call of Duty, where the communities are split across 3 games. I mean, I guess that kind of happened with like Black Ops 2 and Ghost because people didn't really like Ghost too much. But back then though, in the past, we've never seen Call of Duty in such a different spot financially. We've never seen Call of Duty get to a point where literally everyone on Earth hates their game. I mean, basically everyone I can think of that I talk to about Infinite Warfare does not like the multiplayer on that game, or does not like just the general setting of that game. I know there's people out there that like the setting and find it okay and like the game and like the campaign and like the multiplayer, but for most people from the original Call of Duty community, most people don't like it. That's just a fact. And for that reason alone, Activision may be looking at things differently this year. I've never seen a Call of Duty game just be so non-played across the board by everybody. And this is the first year I've really just seen nobody stream Infinite Warfare, or nobody stream gameplay of Infinite Warfare. I mean, if you go on Twitch and you look at the amount of people that are streaming Infinite Warfare, it's non-existent. I'm pretty sure at this moment there's more people streaming Black Ops 3. I'm pretty sure. But like I said, I always just considered it impossible, and I never, ever in a million years would have thought that we'd ever get another DLC or at least more content on Black Ops 3 after the next Call of Duty comes out. But it might be possible. I'm just putting a might there. I'm not saying it's a huge might, it's a little might, right? That's what I'm thinking in my head. There's just a little possibility that just maybe at some point we might get more content. Now, what this could mean, what content this could be, I'm not entirely sure. For one thing, I know Treyarch has to be hard at work on whatever game they're working on for 2018. I'm sure they can't just pause production on their next game and give us some crazy new zombies map continuing the story like DLC 4 wasn't the end of things for the season. That's just not going to happen in my opinion. I just can't see that, guys. So this limits Treyarch to what I see as two possibilities if they were asked to give us more content on Black Ops 3. So one idea that I think would be the absolute easiest for them to do is if Treyarch ported over and possibly made some new game modes for the zombies community. I'm no game designer, and I will admit I'm extremely ignorant when it comes to that stuff, but it can't be that hard to implement a mode like Grief into BO3, can it? I'm just trying to think of something easy for them to do that would benefit the community a ton. And I know not everyone loved Grief, by no means was it a perfect mode, but why not keep the mode? Some people liked it, why not allow the community to do with this mode what they wish? Just imagine the potential if we had more modes like Grief in Black Ops 3 added on to the game. Just imagine the Grief tournaments in the community. Heck, I could even see the charity streams, like Easter eggs for charity, spawn in with the addition of a mode like this. It would be a lot of fun. Not only this, but it would be cool to add some more modes to the mix as well that we've never seen before, or more gameplay options and choices for the player. Black Ops 2 had a hint of this idea, had a hint of more options and modes and more customization for zombies, but it was never fully committed, and I would love to see that happen on Black Ops 3 at some point. And I think it would be awesome if Treyarch could do this for the community in 2017. I think it would definitely spark the community a bit for sure. Now though, earlier I mentioned there's two possibilities of what Treyarch could add in 2017, and the second one is the one that probably would excite most people more. I, for one, think more game modes and options is the best thing no matter what that we need in Black Ops 3 to breathe some fresh air into the zombies gameplay, because like I've said, I've just been burnt out on zombies. I've just been kind of burnt out in the past couple of months. But I think on the other hand, the biggest request from the community right now is to see old maps come back. That's all I see on YouTube and Twitter, it seems like, for the zombies community, especially when we find something in the files or we find little things that may nod to an old map of the past. Just anything like that, I automatically see people talking and just buzzing around the idea of seeing some old maps return in BO3 for maybe like a small price or something. You've seen it on YouTube, you've seen it. When is Black Ops 2 going to be backwards compatible? Why are there pictures of Dr. Monty drawing the Ascension poster in the new Zombies comic book that we got in issue 2, 3, or whatever? Does this mean that DLC 5 returning maps are confirmed? I don't know. But I think just the idea of it is really cool. And again, I'm no expert, but surely remastering some maps from the past would definitely be easier than making an entirely new DLC for us, which I almost guarantee is not going to happen at all. And that's why I've never really believed in DLC 5 in any way, shape, or form. But anyways, let's just say this does happen. Let's say we actually get more content in 2017. If you guys remember from the Treyarch live stream they did a couple of months ago, they actually did say that we would hear some more out of them in 2017, that they're not completely done in terms of just breaking off communication and not talking to us until until their next game. They actually do have some things planned for this year. Whether that's huge new modes, I don't know, but let's just say that they do add something huge, whether that's new modes or gameplay options, or whether it's the possibility of the addition of returning maps at some point, because let's just face it, everybody on Earth has always been asking for that, and Activision knows that most people genuinely love Treyarch Zombies way more than Infinity Ward Zombies. You really just can't deny this. No matter what your opinion is on Infinite Warfare Zombies, you just really can't deny that there was way more buzz and hype around Treyarch Zombies. That's just a fact. That's how things were, okay? That's how things were, that's how things are. Just think about all this hypothetically though. If this happened, let's just pretend it did, would this be the thing the Zombies community needs? Would this revive the community and give it the spark back that we had back before Revelations? Or would it just contribute to more and more fatigue when it comes to zombies? That's the main discussion for this video, right? I'm all for more Treyarch content. I've always been all for more Treyarch content, as long as it's good content, of course. But at the same time though, me as a person, like I've said so many times on this channel, I've been really burnt out on zombies. Just the typical zombies formula has wore off for me. So if they do implement something in some way to Black Ops 3 this year, it's either A, gotta change up the gameplay to some extent and introduce some new elements we've never seen before, like I previously mentioned, new game modes, options, things like that, or B, whatever they implement has to have a heavy involvement in terms of story. Now, why story? Well, that's one of the many reasons why I could keep playing and why I was always interested in zombies for so long. The story, especially with Black Ops 3, carried that game for me. Originally on this channel, for those of you who were here way far back in the past, I made theory videos. That's all I did. I talked non-stop about the zombie storyline because that was the foundation of why I love zombies the most. And without a huge storyline presence, I think this is where I find the many cracks of why I've been so burnt out lately. I mean, just look at IW Zombies. Gameplay, most people think it's all right, it's pretty good. But the storyline and the characters just do not hold my interest. And that shows on this channel, considering the fact that you literally didn't see a single video about Raven the Redwoods. So I think if Treyarch actually does something at some point, it's gotta have some story to it. Or breathe some fresh air into the zombies gameplay, like I said before. But at the end of the day, this is not just what I want, it's what you guys want as well. What do you guys think? This is a discussion video after all, and I really wanted to hear your side of the opinion because I know I've been pretty distant lately from all the zombie stuff, and you guys have probably been around all the stuff a little bit more than me lately. So do you want to see some sort of new DLC for Black Ops 3 in 2017? Do you think it's not ever going to happen? Do you think it's going to happen? Let me know in the comments below, and who knows, maybe, just maybe, you might see one of your comments on a future video. Anyways though, I hope you guys enjoyed whatever the heck this video was. This has been me, JC, and I will see you guys on the next video. Have a good one.